Shalom Talmidim, Chinuye Guf, Perek Vav. Pronouns, Lesson 6. Suffixed personal pronouns on the particle hine. Hine is an attention-grabbing particle. It indicates that the speaker wants the listener to pay attention to some detail. This may be a change of scene, or an impending action, or the particle may invite the listener to view a scene from a character's vantage point. Here are the forms of hine with pronominal suffixes. Notice that several of the feminine forms are not attested. So the third masculine singular hino and plural hinam. Second masculine singular hincha and second masculine plural hinchem. Second feminine singular, either hinnach or hinnech, and then the first person forms hinni and hinnu. These are type 1 suffixes. Hine with a suffixed pronoun may be drawing attention, for instance, to the subject of the sentence. Here's an example. Hincha yaf Dodi. You are handsome, my beloved. I've translated it with an exclamation mark because the hincha seems to be, in a sense, elative, drawing everyone's attention to the beloved as the woman says of him that he is yafeh, handsome. Sometimes, when a scene is being described to us, hine might invite us to view the subject of the sentence, and generally the whole scene, through the character's eyes. Here's an example. Vayavo aleihem Yosef baboker. And Yosef, Joseph, Yavo aleihem, came to them baboker, in the morning. Vayar otham, and he saw them. That is, Pharaoh's chief cupbearer and the chief baker. V'hinam zo'afim, and they were looking depressed. If we were making a video of this, perhaps we would see the two men waking up in the morning, not in a very good state, and Joseph walking in, right? But then when we get to the point, v'hinam zo'afim, it's as if we have a cut to a different camera angle. And now the camera is seeing the scene, say, from Joseph's vantage point. And we see the two men, and they're looking pretty zo'afim, dejected, poorly, thin, anyway, they're not having a good morning. So the hinam here, literally, behold them, I think is a cue that we're now, in a sense, seeing what Joseph is seeing. Here's another example. Vaydaber Paro el Yosef. And Pharaoh said to Joseph, quote, Bachlomi hinni omed al safat hayor. In my dream, hinni. Now, it's as if we're seeing what Pharaoh sees in his dream. Here we are, in his dream, watching with him what was going on. He sees himself. Hinni omed. There I was, standing on the bank of the Nile. Here's another use. Especially the form hinni, hine plus the one cs, can be a reply to a question. A little bit like I'm here or yes in English. Here's an example. Vayomer elav Avraham. Vayomer hineni. So, and God said to him, God is speaking to Abraham. God said to him, quote, Abraham, Vayomer, and he said, that is, Abraham replied to God, literally, behold me, or here I am. But functionally, this would be, God said, Abraham, and Abraham said, yes. Here's another very similar example. Vayomer Avi, Vayomer Hineni B'ni. And he, Isaac, said, literally, my father. Functionally, in modern English, this would be like, Dad? Vayomer, and he, that is Abraham, said, or replied, Hineni B'ni. Functionally, yes, son. So this is the way that conversations often start. Somebody either says, my father, or says somebody's name, and the other person replies, Hinni or Hineni. Literally, behold me, but in effect, It can also be used to say basically okay, or to acquiesce to something. So here we have Jacob speaking to Joseph. Vayomer Yisrael el Yosef, and Israel said to Joseph, Halo ahecha ro'im b'Shechem? Aren't your brothers pasturing in Shechem? Lecha, come on, or get up, v'eshlecha aleihem, and I will send you to them. Vayomer lo, and he said to him, Hineni. Okay. Literally, behold me. But this is Joseph's way of saying, okay, Dad, sure, I'll go see about my brothers. Was that ever a fateful journey? Now, hine followed by a participle is very often used in contexts of impending action. Frequently, the person about to do the action is indicated by adding a pronominal suffix to the particle. For instance, Hinni shulech malachi. I am about to send my messenger. Hinni is hine plus a first person common singular. So I, and then we have a participle, shulech, sending. Hine plus a participle usually means some sort of impending action. So I am about to send my messenger. Here's another example. Hincha meith al ha'isha asher lakachta. You are about to die. Hincha, you, masculine singular, plus hine. Meith, cal active participle from moot, to die. So you're about to die. Now, al ha'isha, on account of or because of the woman, asher, who, lakachta, you took. Here's one last example. Hinni ba ushakanti b'tochech ne'um Adonai. I am about to come. Hinni, I, plus hine, ba, coming. So I am about to come, and I will dwell in your midst, declares the Lord.